Good afternoon, sir. Thank you so much for joining.
Yes, good afternoon. How are you today?
I'm pretty well and very excited for this session. And thank you so much for accepting this invitation and joining here.
Yeah, pleasure mine always because I like interacting with the people, so I'm happy to be here as well.
Okay, sir. So, how have you been so far, sir?
Yeah, I have been fantastic. Yeah, I'm enjoying my journey. I would say I'm about to I'm about to complete my 4 year journey on 29th April 2024. So I'm enjoying my journey for sure.
Okay, wonderful. So, my first question goes to you that how has your journey been so far on YouTube as it's about to complete 4 years?
Thanks. Well, like for YouTube, I have completed 3 years, but for my spoken English, I'm about to complete 4 years. Because exactly the date I will tell you, I started my journey on 29th April 2020 when I was back to my hometown due to COVID-19. Then I started my spoken English journey, or after like later, 8 or 9 months later, I started my journey on YouTube. That was in March 2021. That's what my YouTube channel name is Ashu Official 2021 because I started my channel in 2021. So I have completed 3 years on YouTube and 4 years of my spoken English journey.
How it changed you completely? Like, is your personality, your confidence, everything?
Yeah, exactly. So when I started my spoken English journey, I was a good student, but I was not confident enough to present myself, I would say. But when I started my journey, I became better with the confidence and I am able to present myself now. So it's totally different. I started looking at things in a different perspective, I would say. What I used to think when I was not able to speak English, that everybody is great in Western countries, like, the people from Australia, like England, or like United States of America. I used to think like they are great people because they are able to speak English. But now I understood, of course, English is popular and just, I would say like in a global language, but it's a language. So now I understood it's fine. It's completely okay. It doesn't mean like if somebody is able to speak English that he's a genius. He is not. So that's what I understood, and I'm happy to understand all those things throughout the journey.
But still, it isn't even in my mind also, like if someone is speaking in English, there is a huge respect for them because there is influence attached to this language. We cannot deny it.
Yeah, exactly. At the same point of time, we have to respect the people who are able to speak good English because they work hard for it, right? Because
Yeah.
the people who speak English in England or America, they are the like native speaker of English. So they haven't worked hard for English. But when it comes to us, like we Indians, we don't have English speaking environment, and we are working hard to speak English in a good manner. So for sure, if somebody is learning English and he is completely from a city where English is not spoken widely, as I am from Kanpur, then of course I have worked hard to speak English. So yeah, for sure, because it is only the practice which can make you better
Of
at
course.
any language. Yeah.
Yeah. So my second question for you is that do you have any different plan for YouTube, or will you continue conversations, spoken conversation with co-learners and good speakers as you do?
Yeah, when it comes to YouTube, what I feel, I have done a lot of conversations and uploaded more than 300 conversations, if I'm not wrong. So
Wow.
now I want to, I want to improve myself as a solo content creator because I'm really comfortable with the conversations. But now I think I'm not very much comfortable on camera, speaking on camera alone. So I want to improve that skill as well, that video solo content creating skill. So because if you want to get a lot of subscribers on YouTube, what I feel like you have to go with the like solo content as well. Take Alina Rice, right?
Yeah.
Take many people who are making solo contents. They have 3 million, 4 million subscribers. But when you go for the conversations, you can get a lot of people. But once you, like I would say, invite people who are already famous or who are really known. So but it's very expensive. We talk about the podcast, even though I always say that I want to be a podcast host, but it's
Yeah.
not easy to be a podcast host because hosting people is not affordable for us. I don't think, for me actually, I don't know about you. So because if you're going to invite somebody who is already famous, you have to pay them, you have to host them, you have to provide good facilities to them. So, but if you create solo content, you can get a lot of people on your YouTube channel related to language.
Of course. And even I also like to do podcast in future, and I'm planning also. And let's see how it will work. And as you said, we have to invite guests, and then we have to pay. And as they are, if they are celebrity or good speakers, so of course it is a thing. But when it comes to solo, even I also feel this, because whenever I create solo video, I feel like what I supposed to speak, what to do, and what next. And when it comes to conversation, we have someone who is with us and talking and just answering questions, so this is like a flow and we cannot break it. But when it comes
Yes.
to solo, there is a problem. Even I also face the same problem in my mind all the time whenever I record solo.
Exactly. Because it's a completely different skill. Conversational skills are different, like from shooting yourself alone, because there you have to assume that people are listening to you. But here, of course, directly you are able to see that I'm listening to you or you are listening to me, right? So,
Yes.
but like assuming that a lot of people out there they're listening to you, that becomes really difficult. And conversational skills are also not, I would say, easy for some people. Speaking alone is like good. Some people they're not able to express themselves while doing conversation. But some
Yeah.
people, like for me, because I have been doing it for more than 4 years or 4 years, so that's why I'm able to do it easily. But for some people, shooting solo videos it's easy. But for me, like it's difficult. Yeah. So it depends. Like if you do something like for a long period of time, you become comfortable doing that.
Exactly. And I cut from the same cloth because I'm also not comfortable in solo videos, but I'm planning and I'm trying really hard to do record solo, but it's very rarely I record in a week, once, or twice, I guess. Whenever I do,
Or at
there's
least you
a,
are able to do once in a week, but I don't do it. I do, and just maybe 1 or 2 videos. Then after it becomes really, I procrastinate again. So
yes, of course. Okay. So what is the best piece of advice you have ever gotten in life in general that you admire the most?
so the advice I would say like explore yourself. When I listen to the people who say like you don't have to like copy somebody, you don't have to follow somebody. Find your own uniqueness, find your own talent. That is very important. Like if you see somebody, don't do the same thing what he is doing. Try to find your own self, own just
Yeah.
what you want to do in your life. So exploration, I got these suggestions from many people and I like it because you are different from others and so you can't be like somebody else. So that is very important for you to find yourself, like what kind of, like when it comes to conversation, I can't be like everybody. My style is little different from others, right? So you have to find your own style and you have to go forward with your own uniqueness. So that's what I like, the like very, it is very important. And second thing, value time. So because it is very important. Yeah.
Okay. So first is just be yourself and the way you are, and try to explore as much as you can. And the next thing is that value your time. So what is your time management? Like how you manage your time?
How do I manage my time? So basically, I like write like things on diary that what I have to do today. Basically now, but I'm trying to make my schedule in a very normal way that I don't have to. It was difficult. I used to maintain diary like frequently, oftenly, but now I don't do a lot. So when I started my journey, I used to write everything, whatever I used to have like do. But now my day is quite simple. What I have to do, I wake up in the morning, then I attend a spiritual class related to Bhagavad Gita. And after attending this class, I have to take shower. After completing shower, I do worship. It takes almost hour and a half or 2 hours. So like after completing my worship, I go for my lunch. So like first half of the day is quite simple. Like I don't have to think a lot about it. Like if there is any other thing like compulsory or urgent work, then it becomes difficult for me to manage. Otherwise, it's every day it's same, like waking up, then attending the class, then taking shower, doing worship, going out for my lunch. So after that, I think the second half of the day I plan that if I have to do conversation with some of the YouTubers, subscribers, or the trainers, and in the evening I conduct sessions for my students. So that's how my day looks like in the morning, for the worship and my own activities, and afternoon for this YouTube, and in the evening for my profession, that conducting sessions for my students. Yeah, that's how it is.
Okay, so in this hectic schedule, do you get some time to work on your hobbies, or it is your work is your passion?
Yes, I would say I created my passion as a profession now. So I don't feel I'm not able to do a lot for my hobbies because I like interacting with the people a lot. So even
Yeah.
though I work as a trainer, but I like interacting. So I use many platforms like Speakify, Be Encourage, or real life English, where I connect with the strangers. So this is my hobby. But yeah, sometimes I feel that I think I used to be in singing, that I was a great fan of singing, but I don't get a lot of time to sing. And of course, like when you are in English speaking, most of the time I surround myself in English speaking content. So I don't go for Hindi songs and I don't listen to them. So yeah, but I don't feel bad about it because it's life and it happens.
Yeah. Okay. So as you're taking classes as well, and you're interacting with so many learners, so what is, two or three of like difficulties for English learners, uh, they generally face? So what are some of the common, problems they face when you interact with learners?
Yeah, people have like same problems. Most of the learners, they are not able to believe in themselves that they can speak English, because in India, like it's like making mistake is like committing crime. So people have created English in such a way that they feel like if they made a mistake, like it's a crime for them, but it's not. Like it's a language, and you can't be a native speaker because we are not a native speaker of English. So that is the thing. So what I just try to help them with, that their confidence, that you can believe in yourself, that it's a language and you can be a better speaker. So the problem people face, that they are not able to believe in themselves that they can be a good English speaker. And second thing, what is the misconception? They think by reading, by listening, by watching, and by writing only they can speak English, but they don't want to speak English. But yeah, if you want to be a dancer, you have to dance. If you want to become a swimmer, you have to swim. The same, like if you want to be a speaker, you have to speak. It's good that you are working on other pillars of the language, like listening, writing, reading. You're not working on the main thing, which is very important. So speaking comes from speaking. All those things are really important, but along with that, you have to practice. So that's what people do mistake generally, what I see with my students. A lot of people, they have been watching series, videos, speeches, but they don't speak English. They're always afraid to practice. So I say, like, speak to people. So that's the second thing. And third thing, what the people think, like the first, they want to speak English perfectly from first day. That is not possible for anybody in this world, whoever is learning second language. So they think like from first day they should have like 8,000 words in their mind. So they would speak like advanced English, like Sashitaru, and but that is not so true. So you have to
Yeah.
start from the basic, then you can go to advanced level. So these are the things which I face with the people. And some learners are they don't want to express themselves. They are quite introvert, that when you ask them the question like, where is your hometown, they would say here. What do you do? Like, I'm a doctor. They would give single line or single
Single line.
sentence answer, sometimes one word answer. That is not going to help you to become a better speaker. You have to give description, detailed answer. That will give you that will give you more space to become a better speaker. So these are the things which I see. But rarely I get such kind of students, because mostly I train professionals. So they are already sincere and little bit good enough with their language, but they want to refine their language. So I help them to boost their confidence, and they are able to present themselves. So as they
Okay.
take more and more sessions.
So when it comes to tutoring, how long you have been teaching learners one-on-one?
Yeah, it's been like more than 2.5 years. I think I started my YouTube channel at the same point of time. I think I started training people, and my students in the beginning. I started training people who were from Punjab but living in Canada. So they wanted me to help them with their this IELTS, because they wanted to get permanent residence there in Canada. So I helped them. So that's how my journey started.
Okay. So what is the best method to learn, a person who is starting from the very scratch? Let's say today is the first day of someone who is about to start their English journey. So how they will start? What will be the road map in brief?
Yeah, first thing, it is really important to understand their level. Some people, are the good, English student. Okay, if they are a good as an English student, I would say like I was a good, like an intermediate. So, but some people are not able to speak. So, what they have to do, they have to focus on listening, not go very deep into grammar, because already you know how to write exams and how to write, English. So it means you are aware of the basic grammar. So what you can do, you can go for like listening to the language as much as you can. So you would get the right sound of the language, pronunciation of the words. And then listening is very important. And then watch people, observe good communicators, their body language. Like language is like communication is not all about only speaking. It is all about your whole body speaks. That how you are just presenting yourself, how your face looks when you speak. What about your body movement, hand gestures, and everything, like Priyanka Chopra and Ranveer Alavadia, Sadhguru. So listen to them and observe them, their like body language, and then speak with the people. So I just always suggest to the students, listen, watch, and speak as much as you can, and it will help you to become a better speaker. So that's the first first day onwards you can listening to people and listen to the content which you like a lot. Don't go for something which is really boring for you. Go for something which is interesting for you. So that will
No-
help you from first
Nowadays,
day.
yeah, when it comes to observation, of course, we have to observe. And one thing that is very important that, on YouTube, content is like numerous videos are there, but it is very hard to find
Mhm.
out the right people, to improve our English, because there are many people who are not really like good at this, but still, we follow randomly. So it's not like that. We have to find out the right person, uh, right speakers in order to consume the right content.
Exactly. It takes time to find people of your own type, that what
Yeah.
kind of speaker you want to be. I like listening to Palki Sharma Upadhyay. She speaks good English. And Priyanka Chopra. And sometimes I listen to AJ Hope. And I follow a channel English with Tiffany. So Tiffany speaks really good English.
Yeah.
So you have to explore by yourself, and you have to find the people of your own type, because everybody likes a different speaker, right? Somebody likes like Barack Obama and somebody likes Donald Trump. So Barack Obama used to speak in a really slow manner, used to get think and speak, but Donald Trump speaks like really fast. So it is all about you, who you do like and what kind of speaker you want to be.
Yes. And I think I also don't like to listen a person who speaks very fast, because I don't understand them. That's the main thing. Or if the accent is different, that is also create hurdles for us to understand them. So usually I listen BK Shivani ma'am, Ranveer sir, or Guru Gopal Das. So these are some of the people what I really prefer to listen.
Yes, I can understand. Of course, those gurus, they speak, they have their own style of speaking. But
Yeah.
sometimes for me personally, it becomes really difficult to be patient enough to listen like BK Sivani. He speaks really slow. And I would say another person like Swami Mukudanand, JKO. So he
Mhm.
speaks also with a lot of slow manner, I would say. But when
Yeah.
it comes to Gaur Gopal Das, I like him. He's a fantastic speaker. He adds like a humor while speaking. So he's an amazing. I listen to people like Sadhguru, Gaur Gopal Das. So I listen to them. So BK
Yeah.
Shivani I like, but you have to be patient enough to listen her, because she speaks really slow, I would say. But yeah, they have their own aura actually, because they are spiritual speakers, right? They are gurus. So
Yeah.
they give time to all of their audience to comprehend or to think about the topic, because they speak something serious which is not going to be there in your mind within few seconds, because they talk about the wide philosophy of life. So for them, of course, it's a great thing. Yeah, if they speak very fast, person will not be able to relate to them.
Exactly. And they create the, peaceful environment. It is such a breathtaking to listen for me, I believe. Because it's
Mhm.
not only like they speak slow, but they create, like a environment which is peaceful, just calm down or just refresh our mind completely.
Yes, they have all of them. They have their own style actually. BK Sivani, like looking at her also, you will feel peaceful, like white clothes, and the people surrounding her also with a white, like course. So it gives you the peace, and that environment only will make you peaceful, and then you will be like calm down, and then you will listen to her, So yeah.
Yeah. So, what is something that, as you said, you are also a spiritual person, you follow some spiritual methods, and you can say doing worship. So, what is something that's makes you unstoppable, that just motivate you, push you forward in life?
Push forward in life, it is very important. Like you can't escape in this world, I would say. Like as I sometimes follow Bhagavad Gita, so what Krishna said to Arjuna, that if you are in this world, you can't escape from karma, you have to do something. So I'm just connected to ISKCON, and I listen to all those people like Gaur Gopal Das and Radheshyam Prabhuji and like Amog Leela Prabhu. So I listen to them. So what motivates me to go forward, to understand life and to understand ultimate goal of life, and learn everything from your activities. And there is everything, every day you can learn something new in your life. So that motivates me to go forward. I can help myself, I can help others. So yeah.
So, what does success means to you? Like as you said, you are just doing your karma, and as Krishna says, that just you can't escape yourself from karma. You have to do it as you are in this, as you are exist here. So, what does success means to you?
So success, it differs from person to person. Actually, in some of some point of view, I can be successful for others, maybe, but I'm not. My point of view, maybe I can't. So the thing is, the what I feel about the success now, that when you are content with whatever you do, that makes you successful. It's not all about the approval of others. That when others will say that you are successful, you are not actually. You're successful in their eyes, but you're not successful because you're not happy. So do something which make you content, which give you like satisfaction, and you enjoy doing it. That is means success to me.
Okay. Do you believe in luck?
Uh, Mostly I believe in hard work, I would say. But sometimes, yeah, destiny. You can't change your destiny; it happens. So you have to do something from your side. But whatever God has for you, that will happen. Like I was a commerce student and I was into accounting and everything, but I came into this field I was not aware of. So, but I'm fine. I'm enjoying this field as well. So sometimes whatever you get, you should enjoy that.
Yes, as long as you're enjoying this process, that's really matter, because because it's not opinions of people doesn't matter here. If you are content, as you said, so that's what really matter.
Mhm. Yeah, exactly, of course. So we say the people like Adani, Ambani, or Elon Musk, they are happy, but who knows they are happy inside,
Exactly. We don't know about them.
right?
We were just seeing,
Yeah,
we are just seeing their fame or
wealth,
wealth.
material things like cars, bags, and their house, and we feel like that makes them happy. But it is our perception that we think like they are happy due to all those things, but maybe their life can be miserable, right?
Yeah,
So but they
of course.
don't talk, they can't talk all those like personal things on camera as well. So
It is the thing, because nobody wants to show their, negative side. You can say the sad part, as it's time of social media, right? So everyone want to show their positive side, their life is just chill, and everything. We also don't want to post anything which is not which just by that thing people get demotivated. We also don't want to show them.
of course, not at all. Always you will see status with happy faces.
Yeah.
So status stories. So but when you connect with the saintly people, they will tell you the reality of life. They will always tell you that there will be ups and downs forever in your life. There will be no point of time where you will say like your life is going constantly good. Not at all. The level of problems will change, but there will be always ups and downs.
Yeah. And once Priyanka Chopra ma'am said that you will never enjoy truly success until you have tasted failure.
Yeah, why not? Of course, the for somebody like who learned this language by the environment, for them it's not a privilege, privilege to speak English, right? So it is all about your hard work, your failure. Because when we feel embarrassed sometimes, then we understand the value of this language and we work hard for it. So if you maybe if you wake up tomorrow and you will be on Everest, but you wouldn't be happy, right? Because but ask the happiness to Arnima Sinha, because she worked really hard and then she just went to Everest. So it for her it's totally different. So, but for you it will be quite easy, and you just you became a star overnight. So that's how the thing is. But who works hard, he is able to maintain the success and he is able to control that for a long period of time. Otherwise, for it's very difficult for people to maintain success. Maintaining success is difficult than getting success.
Okay. Because a person who have devoted their time and energy in order to get success, they will carry it for a long while.
Exactly. Why not? They
Okay.
understand the value of it.
So if money were no object, what would you buy? Like, what would you want to purchase first?
If money wasn't an issue for me, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, happiness is not available on the stores. I would go for happiness, but it's not there in the stores. So what I would buy from money, I would buy something which will make my parents happy, of course.
Like what?
So, but everybody deems for a good house, I would say, because their parents they want you to be have a good house, a good car, so all these things. But I don't really think that I don't really feel that those things can make anyone happy. But of course, I will go for them because it is a need nowadays.
Of course, own house. It's like different feeling altogether.
Yeah.
Okay. So almost done, sir. Any questions that you want to ask? You can.
Yeah. So what about you? Like, how do you manage YouTube, and do you take sessions from your home?
Yes, I'm taking sessions at my home because my examination has over. It's been 1 month, so holidays are going on, and I'm very much comfortable with the sessions and all nowadays. I'm having sessions 4 to 5 every day. One is always for YouTube, and next is other for my improvement and for the learners out there.
Okay, that's great to hear. Okay. Yeah. So this was the only question I wanted to know from you.
Okay. So it
Okay.
was incredible session with you. Thank you so much for joining, sir, and hope to see you in future as well.
Yeah, sure. So many thanks to you for inviting me today. It was really nice talking to you, and all the best. And I would say all the best for a YouTube journey.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Means a lot. Have a nice day.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye. Take care.
You too, sir. Bye-bye.